All right, greetings and welcome everyone. Thank you all so much for coming to spend your last week of August with us to kind of see what's going on with our Reach Ambassador program. We have quite a few updates, as well as quite a few Bronze Star awardees to award this month. So we're quite happy and proud of all the achievements that you guys are doing. But without further ado, since we are recording this, we'll go ahead and get started. We do have a lot of new ambassadors enrolled since July 1st. So, actually, what's been happening is parents who are enrolling are saying, well, I learned about the program through so and so. And then we find that so and so is not an ambassador. So, we've been reaching out to those people saying, hey, just to let you know, you're recommending families. Why not be a part of our wonderful ambassador program? So today, we're going to kind of just recap a little bit about our ambassador program, but we're also going to kind of talk about some new initiatives that we have going on, how you can boost your enrollments to move up the prize chart. But looking at the attendees that we have in here, um, I would say most, if not all, of the attendees in today's meeting actually are our Bronze Star ambassador. So I'm just going to thank you up in advance for your continued work and support. This slide says, welcome to another school year, right? Obviously, school starts Tuesday, September 2nd for our REACH students. I know you're all, as caretakers, actively getting ready for that first start date of school, but just to let you know, as ambassadors, we enroll all year long here at Reach. And in fact, the last couple weeks of August leading into September, that's where the parents are, kind of like, oh man, my kid doesn't want to go back to school, or they're considering other options. So, as ambassadors, since we reset everyone July 1st, let's move ahead. Um, as of July 1st, if you recall, all ambassadors reset back to the Rocketeer status. So for all new ambassadors, we're going to go over the prize chart in just a second. But after you get one enrollment, you move up to the Bronze Star level. We go kind of like the Olympics, right? Bronze, silver, gold, and then we have our all-star ambassadors. Each one of those represents certain rewards that you will get, but also we do monthly prize drawings for each one of those levels. So we'll have a bronze drawing every month, we'll have a silver drawing every month, etc., etc. So everyone reset July 1st. I always like to say, especially for the ambassadors that are here that are already Bronze Star level ambassadors, why not start early, right? If you can get those enrollments this summer or early this fall, keep in mind those monthly drawings take place every month, and you don't go down, you can only go up. So, for example, I'm going to use Samantha here. Samantha is one of our Bronze Star awardees already for this summer. If she gets three or more enrollments, she's going to move up to the Silver Star level, and then that she'll stick with that Silver Star level all the way until we reset again on July 1st. So, I've been hearing from a lot of ambassadors. I talked to one today for about 40 minutes on the phone. Honestly, word of mouth. Like, these a lot of families are just saying, like, hey, what's your kid doing? Or, why are you guys doing so well? And your kid seems so relaxed. Word of mouth is one of the easiest ways to promote reach. And as ambassadors, we're willing to give you any materials that you need in order to, help promote our school. So we'll talk about our ambassador kit coming up if you are a new ambassador. But at any time, like I said, if you ever need materials, I will ship them out to you. We've had quite a few ambassadors this summer which requested more kits or little summer kits where they were participating at, local picnics, church groups, etc. By all means, at any time, I can send materials out to you. I can also do private virtual sessions as well. So if you have a group of people that you want to just get together and set up a time, by all means, that's what I do. That's what Jed and Amanda that are here with us do as well. We're here to promote Reach. You just set us up and you can get them, if you can get them to sign up for one of our information sessions, we'll do the rest and then you get the credit for it. Okay, so just remember, one enrollment brings you up to the Bronze Star level. So we'll talk a little bit about the prize chart that we have here. Keep in mind, after tomorrow's ambassador meeting, we will regroup. We'll send out a recap email, which will have a link to this recording, as well as all of the other links. There's also the ambassador link on our website. I don't know, Jed or Amanda, if you can find that link on our website. And put that in the chat pod, that would be great as well. But there's a link for some more information on our ambassador program on our website, including this prize chart. But like I said, you get one enrollment, you bump up to that Bronze Star level. You get 3 enrollments, you're automatically a Silver Star. 5+ enrollments is Gold Star, and then All Star would be like, yeah, we host one of those private sessions. You have like 15 people, that want to get together and we enroll like 10 on the spot. We've yet to give our all-star. We've yet to have a gold star. Samantha was one of our silver stars that made it at the end of the year. So congratulations again, Samantha. And you're already on the start as a bronze star awardee for this year. So again, every month we do a drawing. This year we will not be hosting monthly ambassador meetings. So our next ambassador meeting will take place in October. However, we still will be doing the monthly prize drawings. And if you are the winner, I will notify you. And Samantha can probably attest, the shipment does come out. Hopefully you get those prizes within a few days after those meetings. So all that information is up there. Again, this is an incentive for our caretakers, who just help spread the word about all the awesome things we do here at Reach. So here we go. We are off to a great start. Congrats to our newest and first Bronze Star awardees. So I actually just updated this with one more. I was like excited that we were starting off in August already with 5, but we're up to 6 Bronze Star ambassadors already. So congratulations. So let's just go over these. Angie G, one of our fantastic ambassadors, actually hosted one of our national night outs this August. So Angie, again, congratulations on a successful enrollment as a result of that. Super happy with that. We'll talk about what you guys are going to receive in a few seconds as well. Starlet, again, another one of our awesome ambassadors from last year, already got an enrollment. Samantha, you're in here. Congrats again. You already are tagged with an enrollment. We have Mecca, as well as Zach and Jada. They're not here today, but they are also Bronze Star awardees. So what exactly does that mean? Well, first and foremost, you're going to get a $5 credit to the Reach School Store. Samantha, you're just racking up those credits. I will be reaching out to you a little bit later because I do know you won the door prize. As well as I think Angie, you might have won during the July one as well. I'm keeping track of all the school store credits. So just to let you all know, school store opens for Reach on September 15th. So on September 15th, and it closes on September 30th. During that time frame, if you have earned credits or you've earned some of the door prizes during that time, you can go to our Reach School Store at checkout. As long as you use the email that you use to register for Focus, it should deduct that automatically. Do not pay for that ahead of time. If it doesn't deduct that, reach out to me. But just to let you know, starting September 15th, every one of those ambassadors that receive credit over the summer and our new ambassadors are going to receive their credit. So we will follow up with you. And keep in mind, now that you're bronze ambassadors, this goes all the way up until the end of June. So congratulations, you all are entered every month from now until the end of June into the Bronze Star drawing. So Bronze Star drawing is typically about $15, $20 prize. We've done some portable chargers. We've done some Rage swag. We've done some cooling mist neck fans, so there's a lot of cool prizes we give. Silver star prizes, those they bump up as well as the gold star. I mean, you could be looking upwards of $50 or more prizes per month. So again, this is an incentive program just for the awesome work that you as caretakers are doing by spreading the great word about Reach Cyber Charter School. So let's get you started, right? Again, most of you that are in this meeting are current ambassadors, have been ambassadors for a year. If you are a new ambassador and you have not received your ambassador kit, please do reach out to us. So I'm going to put in our email or in the chat pod here, this will come up in the recording. I'm going to put my email address, but also the address that's overseen by three other colleagues as mine. If at any time you need more supplies as well, I see Samantha, you're asking for more supplies. Sure, at any time, don't feel like you have to wait to the ambassador meeting to ask. Just shoot us an email. By all means, we will send those materials out for you. So for all new ambassadors, just to let you know, we just changed offices this summer, so we are now in kind of the West Shore side of Harrisburg. It's not technically Harrisburg, it's Enola, Pennsylvania. I am heading up there next Wednesday, so I will be doing the next shipment of ambassador mailings. So if you're a new ambassador, let's just jump to that slide right now. Excuse me, if you are a new ambassador, you're going to be receiving an ambassador t-shirt. You get this nice little Reach ambassador pin. I always try and show it, but it kind of blocks it. But you get all the promotional materials as well. So we have brochures. I think Samantha, asked for some extra goodies. We have pens, pencils, all sorts of stuff, depending on what venue you want. As long as you reach out to us and say, hey, Doug, I'm really, there's this, church picnic that's taking place and they're allowing vendors. And I'd like to just kind of have a couple of things there. By all means, we will make sure to get those materials out for you. Like I said, Angie, another fantastic ambassador here, offered to do a national night out. So we shipped out a nice little kit. We give you all individualized QR codes as well to kind of make your lives easier. So if someone signs up at one of those sessions and uses the QR code, they put their name in, they attend the session, or they ultimately enroll, we can tag you back to that. But let's talk a little bit about making your lives easier and my life a little easier in terms of tracking your ambassador referrals. So the first things first is through our virtual information sessions. If you haven't done so already, I always say, I'm going to try and multitask here. If you haven't done so already, one thing I recommend you do is always try and get our families to attend our virtual information sessions. Jed here, Amanda, and myself all do the virtual information sessions. There is the link that I just put in the chat there, but there is also a short link. So I put that right there as well. If you guys want to bookmark that, by all means, feel free to bookmark that. That sends them directly to that virtual information session page. So as I said, we do virtual sessions all year long. This is our crazy time of year, right? Because I know we start Tuesday, September 2nd, but we're getting over 100 applications per day these last couple of weeks. So now it's kind of crunch time, right? So we have a lot of families that are like, oh man, my kid is really not wanting to go back to their brick and mortar school for middle school, or, we really, need the flexibility. So just to let you know, the quickest way is to send them to our virtual sessions. We'll do that job by talking about how awesome Reach is. But if you notice on this slide here, it's kind of hard to see. Zoom in a little bit. Bear with me. Over on the side here, well, of course I skipped over. Bear with me. Hang on. Let's go back. So I skipped through there. So down below here, it says, how did you hear about us? And one of the options is Reach Ambassador Referral. All right. So if you're talking to the families and you're like, hey, sign up for this virtual session, and then at the bottom, it's going to say, how'd you hear about us? If they select reach, ambassador referral, another option is going to pop up where they can put your name. Again, it just really streamlines the process so we can say, okay, Samantha, you got 3 enrollments this week or this month. Instead of like having to go back and like verify the enrollments, we also will send in the email out to you all. Again, we'll recap these sessions. There's the ambassador referral form link. So that's like, if you're talking to someone, you have their information, and you're like, hey, so for example, I'm going to use Starlet as one. Starlet reached out to me yesterday and said, hey, you know what? I have a family that, kind of heard about what I'm doing at Reach, but, they're dealing with some personal issues. I don't want to get into the personal issues, but I just have their name and their email address. So I said, okay, put their stuff in, or give them my contact info. We don't want it to be any hard sales by any means. At any time, you can give our contact info out or use but basically, Starlet, sent that email out, that contact information out, and you can fill out that form. So if that family ends up enrolling, again, it's just another way of tracking. But if, as an ambassador, and you're out there doing your thing, and you're like, you know what, Doug, I really think I should be a Silver Star ambassador. I've enrolled, John Smith, Joe Roberts, whatever, we can go back and verify that. So, what we don't want to do is not give you credit when you do get that enrollment. So if there's ever a question and you're like, hey, you know what, I really think I have more enrollments, we can track it. We can go back and we can also like go back to that family and say, hey, did Starlet talk to you? And we need to give her the credit for that. So we're all about that. Obviously this ambassador program again is all about rewarding the caretakers for just saying how awesome Reach is and why you love our school. So, little recap again. You have our email addresses at any time. If you need more materials, you need another ambassador shirt, just let us know. We have brand new brochures. I think we mentioned on the last, we mentioned at the last ambassador meeting that we just launched our new school guide. So I'm going to put that in the link as well. This is a really good resource, especially for parents who they're like, well, maybe this brochure isn't as detailed. Keep that as a link, or just tell them, just go to the reachcyber.org website under resources. It's school guide. That's a pretty comprehensive school guide that really goes into depth more about our program as well. So again, the main thing is just start spreading the good word. As I said, we enroll all year long. Jed, Amanda, and I are actively doing virtual information sessions. Our next one's taking place this Friday at 12 o'clock. If at any time as an ambassador you want to attend any of these virtual sessions and share your experience, you by all means can do so. You just reach out to us, just say, hey, Doug, I'd love to attend, the one coming up next Friday at 12 o'clock. If, you share your experience and we get some enrollments out of that as well, we can tag that enrollment for you as well. So again, another little incentive for you to spend some more time sharing your awesome story and your experience about your successfulness with your children here. So just keep in mind, I sent those links in the chat pod. Those virtual sessions, we do those all year long, but as ambassadors, if you want to do a private session, we can do that. We would be more than happy to do, little group private virtual sessions. We can do that as well. So we already talked about, the 6 Bronze Star awardees that we just gave out this month. So as I said, every month we actually do a drawing. So we do a Bronze Star. Since we don't have any Silver Stars yet, we only had just this month's Bronze Star drawing. And our Bronze Star winner for August is Mecca G. So there, I'll give my round of applause to Mecca G. Congratulations. Mecca, actually, it was a pleasure speaking with you. I'm not sure if you're on the call today, but just some great stories that maybe for one of our next ambassador meetings, we can get her to share her story about her son and all the awesome things that he's doing. He's an actor, he's an author, he's an advocate against bullying. He's getting, recognition not just in the United States, but in Jamaica as well, and enjoys the flexibility. So Mecca, congratulations. For all those six Bronze Star winners, these are randomly drawn. So just to let you know, at the end of the month, right before the meeting, I put all the bronze stars in one column, and then I do a random generator, and it pulls the drawing for, the bronze star and the silver star. So aside from the typical prize of earning the bronze star, which will be your $5 store credit, Mecca will also be receiving the monthly bronze star drawing. So congratulations on that as well. So we'll be wrapping up soon, and then if you guys have any questions, we are here to answer them. We will follow up, like I said, with a email with all of these quick links. I know you really can't click these now. I don't think they're live because I'm sharing this, but you have access to all the resources that you need. If you need to watch previous recordings, if you have any questions, all of that information will be sent back out to you via an email. So, like I said, we're not going to be doing monthly ambassador meetings. We still will be doing the monthly drawing. So, if you win, we will be sending that to you. But we're going to be kind of doing it quarterly. So our next one will be October 29th or October 30th. Again, you don't have to attend either of them. If you can attend one, that's great. You definitely don't have to attend both. But we do appreciate your help. You will get the links for the recordings as always. And then, if you want to share your story, by all means, please, feel free to reach back out to us. We're always looking for testimonials. There's obviously in today's political climate with cyber charters and just issues with funding, we're always looking for advocates as well. So as ambassadors, we thank you, for everything that you guys do. So we are going to wrap it up now. I'm going to stop the recording, but if you guys have any questions, now is the time to go ahead and ask them. And if you don't have any questions, keep doing all the great things that you're doing because I'm super happy that we have six bronze stars and we literally are just getting started with our school year. So thanks for all you do, guys.